So this talk is about how Yahoo fight with trolls. So what are trolls? If you go to yahoo.com or any news website, there's a comment section. Because most comment sections are anonymous, people tend to do personal attacks to each other, and they fall into they're very bipolar on politics, sports, maybe some other issues. So if a commenter wants to unpurposely put toxic comments and attack someone, that is a troll. Okay. Anonymous commenters put toxic comments, and what is our solution? Before talking about the solution, let me introduce myself. I'm an engineer from Yahoo, and since Yahoo recently got acquired by Verizon, we formed a new company called OS. OS is like Yahoo and AOL and Huffington Post and TechCrunch and a bunch of small companies. Apart from that, I was a column writer. My focus is on the social impact of technology, and recently I become a podcaster that I focus on the AI application on different industries. So back to trolls. When we talk about trolls, it's not a movie, it's not a monster, it's online commenters. So let's look at an example. This is an article from Yahoo. Steve Bannon attacks Bush for anti-Trump speech. We found that political articles tends to attract more trolls. So the comment section is like this. It's a little bit unclear. I can read it for you. The first comment calls, "Who cares what a old alcoholic Nazi has to say?" So this is very toxic. The third comment is nothing less than this is a series of hashtag dollar signs. Commenters don't actually write this. Probably is yes. It's probably FUCK, and we replace it with those comments to avoid other people feel uncomfortable. And also there's maniacs here, and this is insane blasphemers. The last comments calls our ex-president Bush a GW idiot, which may make other people angry. So what can we do? We before talking about what we can do, what we cannot do is we cannot leave it as is, because people are uninstalling our app, are quitting Yahoo for all those commenters. And we cannot censor those trolls because we believe in free speech. Everyone is entitled to express themselves. So what we can do is we can rank toxic comments lower, so it can be hard for other people to see. So this is approach one. There is an AI tool called Perspective API. I say there's a comment. The comment says, "What stupid people would follow or believe anything this repulsive loser's ideology?" This is very, very toxic. So we have this AI tool. Before going into that, let me show you some demo. Perspective API. So this AI tool is not invented by Yahoo. It is invented by Google. A little bit slow. This is basically what it is doing. If you type text, it will give you a score. The more toxic of the text, the more score it will have. So like this, I love you, the score is 0.02, so it's not toxic. And let's say this. The score is 0.99. It's very toxic. So we can base on those scores. Higher the score, lower we rank them. Me myself is not an AI engineer, but I'm a big data engineer. So every time there's a new comment, we will in real time put it into a perspective and get the score and rank them lower or higher, depends on the content. Apart from this library, we also have our homegrown AI that dedicated on hate speech detection. It's the same structure. Every time there's a comment, we send it to our AI, label it, and rank them. Apart from AI solution, there's a third solution. We can take users' vote. So this algorithm, I know it's hard to see here, and you don't really need to understand. This is called Wilson interval. It is designed by, I guess, Wilson to rank the upvote, rank a content with upvote and downvote. So instead of taking the subtraction of upvote and downvote, like traditionally, if you have a 1 upvote, 1 downvote, no, 0 downvote, 0 upvote, 1 upvote, 0 everything else, we will have the score of 1. But 500 upvote and 499 downvote is a very controversial comment. Will also have the score of 1. So subtraction doesn't work. And ratio doesn't work too. This algorithm is like an optimized version of ratio. It takes upvote downvote ratio, and also an overwhelmingly voted up comment will appear first. And if a comment is like newly created, as not too many votes, we'll push it to the top to get more votes. That is what the algorithm do. So we have Yahoo's AI, we have Google's AI, we have Wilson interval. So we have like 3 systems. In the future, we'll have only 1 system. The training set, the input is voting and the comment text itself, and the output is user retention, the click rate, and how many ad revenue it will create. So this is the result. The old comments on the left, we have like so many like hate word, and the new one is on the right. The first comments, so small. It's a really long, discussable comments. It's like, be lucky you can you got a call. My father spent like 35 years serving the country, but talking about the point in the article. So it will bring more discussion. We still have some limitations. Like all AI, we have some difficulties dealing with satires and also slangs and also rants. The last one is like really hard because people, what is rant? Lock her up, build a wall. That is rant. Those rants get a lot of upvote, but it's not very like informational. We'll find a way in the future like how to rank the rants lower. So the impact are 3 impacts. For Yahoo, will bring more user retention. People will more likely to come back to see an article in comment section, and it will encourage more engagement. People tend to speak when the space is like less toxic. For the internet, we'll provide a safe space because there are children visiting Yahoo. We cannot show them those comments, and it will inspire a meaningful discussion over a topic. And then last, the society. We can prevent spread of extremism. I think like most people have the same experience. When you go to the comment section, you got like so disappointed about the webs, so you say to yourself like, I'll never come back. We can prevent that, and we can find a middle ground between left and right. So this is the last slide. Canonical AI model. What we believe is more data will become like will provide more intelligence. We collect every data we can have legally and put it into AI, serve a user better, and collect those data with our AI and make the AI more intelligent. So unfortunately we don't have Q&A session. So if you have like any questions, you can just shoot me an email or come talk to me after the meeting. Okay, that is it. Thank you.